What is going on, everybody? It's Coach Joe here at the Atlanta Talonflames. I'm here to bring you guys our Week 10 UPA battle. We are going up against our friend Jayvee, coach of the Atlanta Victinis. It is a battle of the Atlanta teams, and we have gotten connected to Jayvee right now. Let me let him know. Gotcha, fam. GLHF. Also, I got the site up, so I'll input results. All right, we have got him together. Now, his team is a very good one. He is, according to the site, he is 6-3 plus 14. And his team is Tapu Lele, Victini, Mandibuzz, Araquanid, Noivern, Garbodor, Jolteon, Palossand, Kling Klang, Salk, and Gmax Rillaboom. And he's got, now his two strongest mods off rip are Victini and Rillaboom. Victini because it can learn all kinds of freaking moves, and Tapu Lele because it sets up Psychic Terrain, thereby preventing priority moves, of which I don't really have that much priority on my team. But Victini is a tough one. Normally, he kind of can lead it. Mandibuzz is there for, Toxic and Roost and Foul Play. Araquanid, I've seen him run Rakan Berry, seen him run Mirror Coat on it, so I gotta be wary about that. Noivern doesn't really seem he comes out with. Garbodor, he only brought 1 week, and I think it was just a setup mon. It was just a sack. Don't really know much about Jolteon. Palossand's there if he wants to set up rocks. So, we're going to get connected to him, and we're going to see what he brought. He brought Victini. He brought Rillaboom, Gmax. He brought Lele. He brought Araquanid. He brought Kling Klang. Very interesting there. And Palossand. Okay, so now I know he normally runs Scarf on either Victini or Lele, so I have to figure out which one of those is the Scarf. I want to lead Mimikyu just to scout that. And kind of see what we can get here. That Kling Klang is throwing me off. I mean, it's a good thing I have this Lapras with Dro Run, so I get some super effective hits on that. Bloomin' Onion always has its knockoff with Assault Vest. Assault Vest can at least survive. I think it can take something from Tapu Lele. We'll have to figure out. But Silvally, I gave it Rock Memory just in case of that Mandibuzz, which I didn't see. So we're going to see what happens here. And Week 10 begins now. Battle of two fire teams in a sense. I mean, Talonflames for me, Victini's for him. Ironically, fire. I mean, I'm okay with fire types, but everybody knows me. I mean, I'm wearing gray. I'm steel. I'm a steel type extra. Play-Doh, that's Palossand. So he is going for rocks right off rip. So I just hit Shadow Claw. And that was a crit. Oh, he went for Scorching Sands, actually. Should I get the burn on me? And he does get the burn. Of course he does. Alright, that's fine. Let's see. We'll go physically defensive. Critical hit does about 86% or 72%. Oh wait, no, that's with a choice band. Life Orb 75%, so it's at 25. I'm burned 37. This should knock it out. And it doesn't, actually. So is he going to short? Yep. Oh, wait, that was with a crit. 25%, so it was a roll there. Alright, so I want to go into Bloomin' Onion here, or Inferaka. I want to go into Moltres. See if he goes for the rocks. He does go for rocks. And I go for Fiery Wrath. He'll probably go into, like, Lele or something here. I doubt he would go into Victini. Or who knows, might even sack off the Palisand here. If I were him, I'd sack the Palisand. We'll see what happens here. He withdraws. Okay, so he withdraws into Shortcake. That's Lele. Does a good amount of damage there. I'm just going to sack off Mimikyu here. As he goes for Moonblast and picks up a KO. Let's see something here. Tapu Lele, if it's Scarfed, sorry about this, I'm doing a quick calc real quick. 84%, wow, that does a lot. But I am not max attack. Moonblast does 49%. I'm just going to defog here, get rid of those rocks. He withdraws Shortcake, actually, probably into Rillaboom. No, Victini. And the Psychic Terrain is gone. I'm just going to click the multi-attack here. I'm going to see what he does. He goes for U-turn. Okay. What did I do with my Silvally? Oh, he goes for Palisand, actually. That will not knock it out, sadly. Unless it was a crit. Would he go for shore up, though? Or would he go for... Or would he go for the rocks? I'm willing to bet on the rocks. Ooh, and I knock it out. Great. Thank God for Grass Pledge. Priority, that's boom. Alright, let's think here. I mean, Tyrantrum's still there, so I got something for Araquanid and Victini. Lapras is there, and it's shell armor, so I know I can survive. If he goes high horsepower, that's what I'm worried about. If he goes high horsepower, if he goes drum solo here. I'm gonna take the risk here. I'm gonna take the chance. And I'm gonna switch. If he goes for Max Quake, then this is a good switch. Ooh, he's bulk up. Okay. General offense, I guess? No. Let's do OU Sword Stance. Screw that. Bulk. Up. That's +1 and +1. Moltres, Galar, Inferaku. Wow, it does that much damage to me. This is astonishing that it does that much. I mean, we'll see if he goes for like max Knuckle or something, or max Airstream. He goes for Airstream, so that means he's Acrobatics. That did not do as much as damage as I thought. Alright, so I go to +1. Oh, so close! And it's Policy! Ouch, that's... Well, that's unfortunate. Should have seen that coming. I'm actually tempted here to just Fiery Wrath as he goes for Knuckle. And he picks up the KO on a critical hit. Let's see. Head smash does... Now, it says it'll knock it out. It says this. Because I'm focus sash, so I get at least one hit on it. Now, I need it to hit, is the real question. So I got lucky that, you know, Hurricane hit. Could have used Confusion. As he goes for drum solo. And I take it out. Very closely. And I got a load of the healing. Rolex, that's gotta be... Good nickname. Good nickname for a Cling Clang. Do I really need Tyrantrum anymore? What could a Cling Clang do? Can that thing set up rocks? I don't think so. Let's look. It cannot. Okay. I'm just going to hit Head Smash and sack this thing. It has Gear Grind. Good amount of damage. I'm going to... And it's leftovers. Give or take 40%. And the grassy terrain is gone. He misses again. Holy cow. That is some lucky. Man, I got lucky last week that I got lucky on the hustle. But to get 2 gear... I mean, how accurate is Gear Grind? I know it's its signature move. 85%. Three misses? No freaking way. Oh, Tyrantrum's so close. Oh, Tyrantrum, you're almost an animal. Well, I mean, technically you are an animal. But that's neither here nor there. What, can I get a fort? No way! Oh my god, I am so sorry, Jay. Jay, I am so sorry. Oh my... Oh my lord. What the heck could that... Clink Clank, what's its ability? Plus minus clear by. So I just got lucky that 4 gear grinds? Holy crap! Oh my lord. Alright, Victini comes out. And contend with sacking you now. You have done far too much. You have done more than enough. Let's also look at that. Tapu Lele. If we do Scarf, Venusaur, Uber Sun, Assault Vest. So even with the Assault Vest, that is really impressive. That even without the Assault Vest. I'm gonna go into Lapras here. Gigantamax, Freeze Dry, Hydro Pump, Drill Run. I'm gonna Quake. He would draw a Shortcake, actually. Spider. So I could have gone a free Freeze Dry off. About 12%, yeah, give or take. As it is leftovers. I gotta go for the Resonance here. Because I know what he's doing. He's going for... He's gonna go for Webs. Oh, he's actually going for Toxic. Okay, it's a Toxic stall. So I'm just going to go into... Yep, there's the Webs. So I'm just going to click multi-attack. And he's going to sack off the Araquanid. Victini comes out. I'm going to click multi-attack again. Oh, it's Brick Break. Fudgesicles. that was a crit. Okay, but if it's Brick Break... How much is Venusaur doing with Sludge Bomb to Tapu Lele? If this thing is not the Scarf, if this is the Scarf, then I've got a chance. If this is not the Scarf, I have a chance. We will find out right now. It was the Scarf. It was the Scarf, okay. Alright, so it's going to be a 1-0 win for either one of us. We will find out. He goes for V-Create. Victini gets a KO. Wait, what does V-Create do again? Defense, special defense, and speed. Okay. It's going to come down to this one last move, folks. If Hydro Pump hits, we win. Oh, this is going to be so close. I'm clicking it. I mean, we're shell armor, so we know we can't get crit. We hit Hydro Pump. We win! Woo! Oh boy! All right! Oh, what a great battle! Oh! Oh my God! My heart is freaking pounding right now, folks. Oh my God! Oh! Oh! Wow, ladies and gentlemen! A phenomenal battle to Jay. Oh! Oh, I think that battle was better than either one of us could have thought. Ooh, oh, a two-game win streak, both 1-0s. We beat one of the best teams in the league. And, oh my God. Oh my God. Folks, I want to thank you so much. I really do. Like, that was just insane. Like, it was literally one move, end all be all. But I'm going to try to get Jay on call. We're going to discuss the game as always. Thank you guys so much for supporting. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the battle. Be sure to leave a comment. I know I'm being, apropos on it, talking about that, but Folks, that was probably one of the best battles you will ever see in your life. That's one of the best battles I've ever had. I swear to you on my life, that was insanely amazing. Like last week, I got lucky because grab apple. But how the hell he got 4 misses on gear grind is beyond me. That is just, it's insane. But like I said, guys, leave a like on the video. Comment down below what you guys thought of the battle. If you guys thought, maybe I was going to lose, I'm fine with you guys thinking that. Be sure to check out Jay's side of the battle. It's going to be on his channel. He is an awesome guy. Give him a sub. We're going to try to get him on call. Thanks, guys. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As always, we do our post-game press conferences here. We always try to get our opponents on, just have a friendly discussion about the game. You guys just saw a fiery battle in the 404, because that's the Atlanta area code, the 404. And, we are, yes, we are in mourning, because, as of this recording, it was the loss of the great Hank Aaron, the Atlanta area. We are in mourning for that. But hey, the thing with Atlanta, we're known as Hot Atlanta, as evidenced by 2 hot teams going off against each other. The Talonflames, the Victinis, 2 fire types. Talonflames win 1-0 barely by the skin of our teeth, just like last week against Mid. And now we're bringing on Jayvee, coach of the Atlanta Victinis, the fieriest small little guy with a V on his chest. How you doing, Jay?
Doing good, my man. How are you?
My heart is still pounding. I'm just in shock right now, dude. Because, I knew you were a tough opponent going in to the battle, just off rip. I watched your battle against, I think, I did watch it against Jayvee. I watched that one, and the week prior, the one that was the one that you brought Garbodor in, it was just sack.
Yeah.
And I watched it just to get a little feel about what you would bring, what your your nicknames and stuff like that. I mean, naturally, nickname Victini, after you, very very apropos. Not gonna. Choice band was actually really interesting. I knew of your mons. Lele and Victini were normally the choiced ones. So what was the band for?
Band was for just extra damage. You speed tier wise, Victini, except for Charizard, but I felt like you weren't gonna bring Charizard, so I just banked on that. And if you wanted to outspeed Victini, you had to bring Scarfers, and if you had Scarfers, I could get webs up. So I was like, choice band and Victini, just get the extra damage on stuff. Might as well just go ahead and do it, since I'm one of the fastest things on the field.
This is very true, and I mean, having the V create, I know about the move because it was naturally its signature move and everything until I think it said Rayquaza was a new one that gets it as an event or something like that. Yeah. But I never knew what the hell it did or that it's that freaking powerful.
Yeah.
180 base power, god damn. And then now granted, the accuracy is 95, but Victory Star, it never misses.
Right.
It's the 95% accurate. It should say just 100% or 110 because it's not gonna miss with Victini. I'm not even sure it would miss if you had +6 evasiveness hypothetically. And then the brick break, I'm guessing that was because you knew about Veil and everything.
Yeah.
Because that was a good one. Because I was when I saw brick break, I was oh, okay, this isn't good. I think I'm not sure if it would have been a roll to knock out Silvally without the crit. I mean, it probably would have because of the choice ban. But I'm not 100% sure on that. But let's actually pull that up real quick. Victini with choice ban. UU choice ban against Silvally Rock. Offensive default. Brick break. And I have Veil up 32 to 38%. And then the crit does 96 to. So yeah, the crit did help a little bit, but not
I think if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Brick Break goes through Veil because it chops the screen first and then it hits the Mon, I believe.
Yeah, that's something that I've been trying to figure out because I honestly have no idea. Like, because there was one where I had Veil up, and it was saying that it would like I would survive like even with Brick Break like breaking it, and because I mean even with like the health bar like the where I had the health and the setup and everything, and it still knocked me out. And I was like, because we looked it up on like Bulbapedia and Cerebi and all that. Shout outs to them, by the way. Very good sites. Always make sure about that. But none of them said that it would go through Veil. None of it. It just said that it broke through Veil.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. Smogon is where I go for definitions most of the time, and I'll send it to you in chat. And
Okay, that's fine. If this attack does not miss, and for the target side. Okay, okay, awesome. That's a new thing for me. That's a good. But yeah, I knew like of your your mons, and again, I know that you are a very strong battler in your own right, regardless of anything. But I knew that of your two mons that would be like choice items, Victini, would be one, and then Lele would be the other. The Specs was a good one. I was like, because I honestly don't really know what that would have done. I mean, granted, I was actually looking it up, and I mean, you see my Venusaur that I ran Assault Vest on it. Even in Psychic Terrain, Assault Vest still can help a Venusaur against this thing, which is surprising. You would think that it would, but it doesn't.
And I actually had Side Shock, so it wouldn't have helped at all.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't have helped at all because that thing, a base 130 special attack, and then that does physical defense damage. Yeah, I had no investment in that. Like that Venusaur is literally there to check, and that was actually part of what happened last week with mid. I'm just waiting to get like the items for the thumbnail or whatever. Because the 4K utility, I've got to figure that out. I got a bud that's probably going to help me with that because it does. For some reason, it's just not working with my computer. Like I can't get it to load up and then take the photos of it because there were two mods I wanted to use in that because it would just work really well. But I mean, I already kind of spoiled how that battle ended in chat. When I saw weakness policy come out on Rillaboom, I was like, oh crap, this is gonna be fun. And then I got lucky that you went acrobatics after the bulk up, which was nice, and even more nice is that I hit Hurricane of all things.
Right.
So I mean that helped out, and then that allowed like I was like, okay, Tyrantrum can come in here, and it can take out the because I mean I even calced that I was like it's +1 defense, it's max. I got a chance. All it's got to do is hit, and it did. Thankfully, I mean I'm really sorry about that with the RNG on that side because you brought out Rolex, and by the way, that is a hell of a cool nickname for the shiny Clank Club. That is a hell of a nice name. Like when I saw that, I was just like, oh wow, that is nice. And then you went gear grind, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 times, and all of them missed. I'm just like, oh my god. Now, what's sad is that I didn't take a chance on the 5th time because if I did do that and it would have missed 5 times, I would have pulled a Booker T right there. I would have pulled a Booker T right there. The 5 time miss. But no, I honestly didn't think that was going to happen. Like, who would have thought that Gear Grind would miss that many times?
Yeah, I didn't. I know it has 85% accuracy. I thought after the first miss, I was like, okay, we're still okay. Second miss, I was like, okay. Third miss, it just was not. Because in the grand scheme of things, I was like, Granted, I could have just went on to Victini and just U-turn, just killed it, but I felt like positioning myself with Kling Kling was better, considering what the Mage had left. But
yeah, because I mean, granted, Venusaur had Earth Power and stuff like that, which I don't know if it would have done, you know, I mean, it would have done a decent amount of damage, but I don't know if it would have, like, knocked it out or anything, but just being able to at least knock out Tyrantrum, because, I mean, at the end there, that was definitely something. I mean, I knew the Palisand was going to, like, I knew what you do with that. Like, if you bring rocks, it's going to be this one. Colberberry, I want to say I know where that's coming from. Is that because of last week against Jayvee with that Incineroar? A little bit.
No, because I've run Colberberry on numerous different occasions, just for in case. Because I know, like, say you bring Electivire, Electivire gets Darkest Lariat, and just to like mitigate some damage from that, or in case you want to bring like a Dark type Savali, or if I needed to eat a hit from Moltres, it was nice because I wanted to like poison Moltres if anything. So it was kind of like a for whatever, kind of sort of.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I honestly didn't know like we could do like Toxics and stuff like that until I've been watching a couple of like your other battles and other guys' battles. I'm like, okay, so Toxic, because I mean, I've never really been, you know, prone to try and do that in a sense. Like, I mean, unless, you know, it's a poison type, because it's like, you know, you use on a poison type, it never misses. You use on anything that's not poison, there's that 10%. The Scorching Sands, we'll call that a give and take on the, you know, the misses and the hits. You got the burn, and then, you know, because I was actually looking at, and with the critical hit, I would have had a chance with Shadow Claw to KO you, and then it didn't. And then, you know, Shore Up came out, and then I was like, okay, let me pull this thing back, just pull, you know, pull Mimikyu back, pull Elaine back, let her get a little bit of healing in, or at least, you know, a little bit on the sidelines, and see what happens there. And then, I mean, I gotta be honest, I think my favorite nickname of all of your I mean, granted, Play-Doh, very nice, because, you know, I mean, Play-Doh, it's fun to play with, not to eat, and Palisand, we cannot eat. Rolex, probably my newest favorite nickname for a steel type I'm not really privy to, but I do respect you because you brought one of my types, because I'm a steel type, I'm a lover of the type, love steel.
I respect it.
Priority, I mean, naturally that's, you know, Priority, Grassy Surge, Grassy Glide, all that. Your Victini, the nickname, very apropos. Shortcake, I honestly don't get the reference. Is it supposed to be based on Strawberry Shortcake?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's some, I don't know, the little girl character. Have you ever heard of her?
I might have heard of her before. And then finally, Speeider. I mean, that is just one of the coolest nicknames for Araquanid that I've ever seen, and it's really good. But I knew, and I know with Araquanid because I've seen it like with you. I've seen it with that one girl, K Cray on YouTube. I've seen her battles before, and she's really good, by the way. I really respect her. But I saw you guys use Mirror Code on, and I was like, this thing gets Mirror Code of all things? And I'm like, okay, because I was like, eh. And then you brought it out against Lapras. I'm like, okay, is this thing got a Mirror Code into me? Because I didn't know what I was going to be expecting. So I was like, okay, let me, you know, go into you know, like Silvally and everything. Because Silvally Rock, I knew the Rock type was going to be a good matchup this week. I mean, against Victini, against Mandibuzz, Araquanid, Noivern. I mean, it naturally doesn't have a good matchup against Palisand, Sawk, Kling Klang. I mean, you had Rillaboom, but it was a better choice this week than, you know, others. And then, I mean, at the end of the day, dude, I'm just, like I say to all my opponents, I'm just hoping that, you know, I gave you a good matchup. That's mainly all I care about.
For sure.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, I know people, like, you know, talk about, like, with the hacks or whatever. Like, I mean, I had one guy in Showdown. I did a random battle, and I beat him, and he was like, hacks. And I forget what I used. But it was the weirdest. It was like so weird. Like I mean, I won, and he said, I hacked. Like, how can you hack a random battle? You don't even know what 6 you're getting.
All right.
But I mean, so I mean, I mean, again, like at the end of the day, I care about giving a good matchup, and I think we gave arguably one of the best games of the UPA's debut season, wouldn't you say?
Oh, for sure, definitely a close one. Another 1-0 right behind my match with Jayvee, so definitely some familiarity there.
Yeah, I mean, but you won last week, right?
No, I lost last week 1-0.
Oh, you lost. Oh, you lost. I'll be honest. I didn't see the end of it. I'll be fully honest. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I'm improved now to 3-7. I mean, I am so far out of the playoffs. It's not even funny. Like basically, in order to make the playoffs, I mean, actually, I had to win out. So I'll finish at 5-7, and then I basically need everybody else to just flat out lose out. But I mean, at the end of the day, like it was a very good battle. I mean, I know I gave you a matchup that was definitely worthy of your skill, your talent, and everything. I mean, as always, I want to thank you for taking the time to come on, have a nice discussion with the battle and everything.
Oh, no. Thanks for.
Yes, sir. And for everybody that is watching, you guys can check out Jayvee on YouTube. I'm actually going to pull up his channel right now so that you guys can see it. This is Jayvee's channel. Check him out. Give him a like. Give him a sub. I mean, look at it. He's got $2.99. Let's get him to 3 bills, folks. Let's get him to 3 bills. And then while you're at it, you could flame on with me and get me to 100. But that's shameless plugging. I'm fine with plugging for other people, and then when it comes to me, I'm like, why?
No, man, you gotta plug yourself. Gotta do it. Gotta be your #1 fan.
Yeah, it's like part of me wants to and part of me doesn't.